Are you a dark empath? What if the most dangerous manipulator isn't cold, cruel, or obvious? What if they cry with you, understand you, comfort you, only to use that insight to control you? This is the paradox of the dark empath, a person who can feel your emotions and still weaponize them. You've heard of narcissists, psychopaths, sociopaths, but this is something far more subtle and maybe far more familiar. Part 1. What is empathy really? To understand the dark empath, you first need to understand empathy itself. There's more than one kind. Cognitive empathy, the ability to intellectually understand how someone feels. Emotional empathy, when you actually feel their emotion inside your body. Compassionate empathy, the kind that motivates you to help. Most manipulators lack emotional empathy, but a dark empath doesn't. They do feel your pain. They just don't care enough to stop themselves from using it. They know when you're insecure. They sense when you're vulnerable. And unlike a narcissist who pushes, they pull you in quietly until you're emotionally tangled. Part 2. The profile of a dark empath. Dark empaths score high on two seemingly opposite scales: empathy and dark triad traits. Narcissism, Machiavellianism, psychopathy. They use empathy as a strategic tool, not a moral guide. It's not about connection. It's about leverage. A dark empath might say the right thing when you're breaking down, validate your pain, hold space for your trauma, then later, use those exact details to manipulate you. Your triggers become leverage. Your openness becomes exposure. They don't just manipulate what you do, they manipulate what you feel safe revealing. Part 3. How dark empaths manipulate. Here's how they operate, step by step. Step 1. Disarm with emotional alignment. They mirror your tone, echo your language. They just get you. Fast. Too fast. Step 2. Extract vulnerability. They create a safe space. Not for you, but for your secrets. They make you feel seen, so you'll share what hurts. Step 3. Calibrate control. They use your triggers to control the tempo of the relationship. You feel guilty when they're hurt, ashamed when you're upset, afraid when you disagree. Step 4. Reinforce dependence. They become the only one who understands you, the one person who sees you. You pull away, they retreat. You chase. The push-pull cycle begins. This isn't overt abuse. It's a silent contract. I will hold your emotions, so long as you never confront mine. Part 4. Real-world examples. You'll find dark empaths in relationships, friend groups, spiritual circles, even therapy rooms. Example 1. The healer with a hero complex. They listen deeply, but always redirect the story back to their role in it. They weaponize your gratitude and resent your growth. They say things like, I feel your pain, that you hurt me too. It's not what you said, it's how it made me feel. Suddenly, you're apologizing for feeling something. The wounded mentor. They share their trauma to bond, then expect loyalty through emotional debt. If you grow past them, you become ungrateful. Could you be one? Here's the uncomfortable part. You might be a dark empath, and it doesn't make you evil. It means you've learned, maybe unconsciously, that understanding emotions gives you influence. And that influence can be tempting to use, especially when you're hurt, or scared, or feel unseen. Ask yourself, do I ever use guilt to get what I want? Do I mirror emotions to fit in or to lead? Do I help others so they'll never leave? Dark empathy isn't always malicious, but it is always manipulative when awareness is missing. Why this matters. Empathy alone isn't goodness. Intent matters. So does clarity. Because the most dangerous kind of manipulation is the kind dressed as connection. To protect yourself or others, you need to recognize this pattern, not just out there, in here. Dark empathy doesn't need to be a curse. When used consciously, it becomes insight. Used unconsciously, it becomes control. The dark empath walks the line between healer and handler. Awareness is the difference. In the next episode, we explore the Heaven's Gate cult and how technology, loneliness, and emotional manipulation built one of the most tragic psychological systems in modern history. Subscribe. Reflect. Just because someone feels your pain doesn't mean they won't use it.